Welcome to John S. Sports Channel. Yes, we are live. We're gonna, we're gonna go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're sort of. I've been watching the. Oh dear. All of you click onto my live. Click onto my channel and have a look at my video. Thank you very much to everybody that's done that. Much appreciated. Thanks to the ones that have subscribed. Thank you very much. Very nice of you. Let's see what we've got. Right, first of all, let's see what happened at lunch. I've not actually been looking at the lunchtime games. I saw at about halfway what the scores were. Everything the right way up and log into there. Now, doesn't look too good that. Let me just move my my box. My box seems to be a little bit far away from the Wi-Fi at the minute. Every so often we have to move the Wi-Fi. Bit annoying when the Wi-Fi shifts like that. I know. I do want my. It seems to be a little bit weak today. So we're going to be following the Championship games and the League One games as we usually do. So do stay with us. Keep us on in the background if you've got football on yourself, and we'll be going through the games. The Bristol City Watford game. Millwall versus Portsmouth, Oxford versus Sheffield United. Could the Blades fall foul of Oxford? Oxford are actually quite good at home. Plymouth versus Norwich, and Plymouth, pretty much dead and buried, I think. But they'd need to get something from this. They really would, wouldn't they? Then we've got Preston Stoke, QPR Cardiff, Sheffield Wednesday Hull, Swansea versus Derby. Then it's League One. We've got Birmingham versus Barnsley, Bolton versus Bristol Rovers, Charlton, Lincoln City, Exeter versus Stockport, Huddersfield versus Mansfield next, and then Leyton Orient Wigan, Peterborough, Northampton. What's it just done that for? Rotherham versus Blackpool, Shrewsbury Town versus Cambridge, and Stevenage versus Crawley. We'll keep an eye on League Two. We certainly will. It's getting about 9 minutes to now. If you have got a team in particular, then please do tell us what that team is. Hello there, Roy. Wrexham penalty seen them given, and not so get benefit from of the doubt. Red card, no blood. No, it wasn't, was it? Absolutely no way on earth. I mean, did you see Roy, right? He nicked the top of the ball with his foot, right? And it went through and hit the guy's shin pad. So why the hell, when he went down, did he grab his knee? Now, I can see that it might be a yellow card for sort of like bouncing off the ball and hitting him in the shin. But it was the shin, not the fucking knee. Absolutely no way on earth. But, that's the way of the cookie crumbles, isn't it? When you're at the bottom, the decisions never go for you. So today we had Championship Coventry 1, Burnley 2, Luton Town 1, Leeds 1. Wow, and Leeds United there losing 2 points. That'll be 2 points lost in their eyes, of course. West Brom versus Sunderland, West Brom 0, Sunderland 1. In League One we had Reading 1, Wickham 0, and the wheels came off for Wickham there. Wrexham 3, Burton 0. Never a red card in my dying days. That was absolutely atrocious refereeing. I did think about getting a screenshot of it and playing it on here, but yeah, he went down and he just. Oh, did they? Ooh, let's have a look at that. Didn't really look in League Two. League Two, Cheltenham 0, Doncaster 2, Walsall 2, Port Vale 3. Wow, what a game. Yeah, Tranmere of all teams. Tranmere 4, Chesterfield 0. And you look at the table, Chesterfield in 10th. They really needed to be able to get that one. They would have been in, they would have been in 8th position and just off the playoffs. They would have been like, oh, we could just about get there, but doing something like that's not going to help them, is it? Tranmere winning in 21st position, 43 points. I mean that. They would have been they would have been the team for Morecambe to try and catch, wouldn't they? Not likely though, is it? Not really. I think we know what teams are going down. So we'll be keeping on those. Let's go through a couple of team selections. What are we on? 54 minutes. So here we go. Huddersfield versus Mansfield. In fact, we have to go on here because this one gives me the formation. Hopefully gives me the formation. If they've got it wrong, it's down to Sky. Oh dear. So we've got Huddersfield with Nichols in goal. We've got a 4-2-3-1 of Sorensen, Pearson, Bolka and Ruffles. Staggered mid of Chirua. I wish they wouldn't get players like that. Chirua, Kasumo, Ben Wiles, Joe Hodge and Ruben Ruskin and Joe Taylor up front. You see why they're not scoring a hell of a lot at home, can't you? There's only been one game since the beginning of the year, I think, that they've actually scored a goal at home. Only one game. It's either one or two. It's not an awful lot. When they got rid of the manager, they'd scored 0 goals so far this year at home, which is quite a horrific thought because they are not scoring at home. Absolutely not. They're dire. And they're playing a Mansfield team. Pim in goal. We're playing a standard 4-4-2 against this. Bowery, Hewitt, Williams, Cargill. Midfield of Akins, Bacchus, Reed and Cragg. And up front Craig, isn't it? We've got an eye in there. Whew, cracking. My eyesight's going. Craig. Will Evans and Kyle and Vickers. Where's the other guy? I actually liked the other guy as well. The other one that scored. Is he on the bench? Yeah, Dom Dwyer. He actually did quite well, didn't he? I thought Dwyer did really well. I didn't mix them up. I actually meant Dwyer. I think Dwyer is one of those players that could actually just turn things. Just a little bit of a push and a little bit of teaching. And he seems to be able to just get out there and total attack. Yeah, and it's changed, hasn't it? None of that fancy football from Mansfield. We seem to be getting the actual an actual attack that's not just pretty, doesn't just get them into the final third and then that stupid bloody passing across the goal, straight across the bottom. If it goes from goal here, it's straight across the bottom. And you think, how the hell did they... Where's my hand gone there? How the hell does it go from there all the way across the goal to the other side and not get kicked? And nobody even tries to... There's nobody up front to kick it into the net. And it's been so really pretty, but 0 shots on goal. And now we seem to have got, Clough saying, just all out attack, just make sure you get a shot off. Dwyer's been rested, is he? Yeah, I think he's definitely one to watch. I think next year. So that's going to on the bench. You do have Rhodes, Boateng, Lewis, Kilgore, Dwyer, Flint and Flinders. So Scott Flinders on the bench. You've got quite a few good players in there. unless there's anybody else wanting a particular match, Tranmere safe. Yeah, I think Tranmere are safe. I think there's no way that that they're going to be going anywhere. I don't think. I wouldn't have thought so. So. Well, let's go for Rotherham versus Blackpool, and Rotherham. Yeah, it wasn't pretty midweek, but apparently our Steve Evans apparently did about 15 minutes training per week in the training ground, and that was just running up and down. He didn't do any free kick training or penalty kick training. No shooting. He just did 15 minutes training per week on the ground, and everything else it was just, well, you know, we'll have a look at a few videos. Well, I wonder why Evans did so crap. Really? So with one training session, the new guy has actually got them, you know, at least to try and play for their shirt. Bench could be in Dad's army. Yeah, that's old. Oh, like you think, don't you? I was just saying Scott Flinders. You think, yeah, but you see, old heads know exactly what to do, and yeah, they can be put on near the end. But I tell you what, yeah, they're certainly some of them can be real in League One. Can certainly light up the seasons this year and next year. Certainly next year, somebody who's of their age, you know, they might not be played for 90 minutes, but they can certainly light up the pitch in a League One game. I mean, one or two of ours are sort of like 34, 33, 34 years old. And yeah, they can play great football for sort of 45 minutes. But they're good to watch, you know. Rotherham United in goal, we've gone with Cameron Dawson. We've got a 3-4-1-2. That's a strange one for us. It's just kicked off, I believe. Rafferty, Adofin, Humphreys at the back. We've got Mpanzu, Kelly, Powell and James. We've got Sibley in a sort of 10 role. And Wilkes and Nombe up front. The fans don't like this setup. It's tended not to work under Evans. This is going to be a bit of a bummer for the fans, because they've been saying, oh yeah, we've not been playing this sort of diamond formation, and he's gone and chosen it. The fans won't be happy about that. Blackpool with Tyra in goal. We've got a 4-4-2 of Ofaya, Casey, Husband and Coulson. Oh dear. Across the midfield, they've got Apter, Evans, Morgan and Carey, and up front, Ashley Fletcher and Niall Ennis. So it's going to be an interesting Saturday, I think. There's one or two things that are still to be sorted. I think the bottom end of the championship is certainly getting a little bit hefty now. We've actually got that game on. I need to find another game I need to find the game that we're going to be watching. Let's just get the game we're watching up. Which one do I go for? Bristol City, Oxford or Sheffield Wednesday? I'm not watching Sheffield Wednesday. Let's go Oxford. We'll go for the Oxford game. So we're going for the Oxford game, guys. Oxford versus Sheffield United. So we'll pull that one up.
Into the penalty area. Who did it come off last? It came off an Oxford player. So it will be behind for a goal kick in the end. Dembele it was who was nearest to it, I think.
So hopefully you can hear that.
Flick inside from Harris.
As we go in now, let's have a look. We've got Crystal Palace, Brighton, Ipswich versus Wolverhampton. Now, Ipswich. Are they going to have hang on, Brighton. Crystal Palace, Brighton, something.
Lovely header from Harris just to flick it onto.
It's a goal for Crystal Palace, the first goal. It's come at Crystal Palace, and it's Crystal Palace 1, Brighton 0. Just as I was pulling back to the goal, Bradford as well. My God, we've got goals going in everywhere. We've got Crystal Palace now 1-0 up. Flick down to where. I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. The look of the bloody people here. It's Birmingham 0. 10-man Barnsley 0, and Barnsley have had a red card. Barnsley a red card within a couple of minutes, and I can't believe this. Bradford 1, Crewe 0. We've also got Salford City 0, Gillingham 0, Gillingham 1. It's all going off, isn't it? I mean, even Scotland, we've got Dundee 1, St Mirren 0. So let's have a look at this Barnsley game.
Well, sort of derby between Crystal Palace and Brighton. They like to play that way.
Let's see who it is. It's De Givney. It's Gerard De Givney, and he's been sent off on 3 minutes. De Givney is off on 3 minutes. I can't believe it. I'm just wondering if I can get a reason for this. Let's see if I can. If you get the reason for this red card, you do comment.
Top of the table, we saw Wrexham win earlier on. Myself and Joseph saw Wickham lose at Reading, but Birmingham, Barnsley are down to 10 men. Mal De Givigny has been sent off after 3 minutes for a challenge on Anderson.
Just a challenge.
Have the man advantage with 87 minutes left to go at St Andrews.
Yeah, just for a bad challenge. Wow. So an attempt blocked by. So Barnsley were actually attacking, and then Stansfield's blocked the shot by.
5 minutes gone in our game.
No, attempt blocked. Stansfield for Birmingham City, right foot shot. So Stansfield's shot. Birmingham were actually in defence, and then De Givney's gone in and got a red card for his challenge after the Birmingham attack. So wow, yeah, they're. Barnsley now must be absolutely. I mean, 10 man away at Birmingham, top of the table, definitely going to win the league. And at the minute, Barnsley are actually attacking down the right-hand side. Back to the goalkeeper, Flavel. Try launching it down. They're now going to try and beat midfield and launch it long and hard. Launch it long and hard onto the right-hand side, but Cochrane grabs it for Birmingham. It's going to be... It just looks like one of those games now, Roy, where Barnsley just seem to think... Yeah, it's Birmingham were attacking, and he just thought, well, yeah, he's got to tackle him, hasn't he? I was thinking it was the other way around. It wasn't. It was Stansfield that was ready to shoot on goal. And of course, he's just thought, I have to tackle, and yeah, as it came, yeah, it's sad, but you know. You don't get sent off on 3 minutes for like an accidental challenge, do you?
He had plenty of space. He then saw that a player was
so wow, we've got a goal at Exeter. We've got a goal at Exeter. It's Exeter 0, Stockport 1, and yeah, that top 6 is getting a little bit heated now, isn't it? With of course Wrexham winning and Wickham losing. We're looking at Wickham now, and we're thinking, I mean, where are they in the league? Because I've been looking at this with Charlton. You've got Wickham in third on 75 points. Charlton, well, now you've got Stockport on 74, just underneath them. Charlton on 73, just underneath them. You know, Wickham are getting caught up now. Wickham are definitely getting caught up. I know they've got a game in hand. They have got a game in hand. However, you know, they're not showing the best of. Yeah, they're not showing the best of form at the minute. Wickham Wanderers. I think they're going to enter the playoffs in not the best of form. It's going to be a difficult one for them. Wrexham, however, gone on winning. Not sure I agree.
With the challenge on Chowdhury.
Oh, for heaven's sake. I scan League 2 because they usually get the first
throw into Oxford, deep inside their own
the first goal. We've just got those two that we said. Oh, now there's another goal at Salford. We've got another goal at Salford. It's now Salford 1, Gillingham 1. So
Norwich, so a mixed set of results for Oxford.
Salford now, Salford are sort of. It's quite even. It's quite even this game. One shot for Gillingham and one on target and one in the net. 2 shots to Salford, one on target, one in the net. Either the goalkeepers are crap or the strikers are really good.
He was just unlucky that the ball was just a bit too
so that's that one.
Weakly hit for Romani, who was just coming inside the box.
So it will be a corner kick though to Oxford.
See, Bradford's the interesting one. In League 2, Bradford started the season because there's a Bradford supporter I met in the pub, and they were looking good for being in the top 4 or 5 because they were really, really strong. But then they started to sort of not quite hit it, and they were sort of hovering around 6th, 7th, 8th position, and they've suddenly gone right up there to first, equal with Port Vale, and it's they just had a good period at the beginning, they've had a good period at the end, and in the middle it was pretty, average.
Pressure from Brewster.
At the minute, there's only been 2 shots in the entire game. One to Bradford that went in the net. One to Crewe that went haywire. So, that's really League. Where's our fake football club? Milton Keynes, the fake Milton Keynes against Barrow. So I'm hoping Barrow can absolutely trounce them.
Blades fans will not be surprised to hear that Billy Sharp scored a couple of goals that afternoon to secure a 3-2 victory.
18th position at Milton Keynes.
Occasion. A lot of water has drifted under various bridges since then. Both these sides now.
Yeah, Milton Keynes are on top here. 4 shots at target for Milton Keynes and none for Barrow. So unfortunately, it doesn't look good for Barrow. Crystal Palace, the only goal in the Premier League.
Preston 1, Stoke 0.
You heard it here. Preston 1, Stoke 0.
1-0 it is, absolutely. Preston North End see themselves in front.
So 10 minutes, we see Preston goal. No, I don't have the scorer either.
Forward here. Harris can't get a shot in. It's blocked, but it comes back to Brannigan. Actually works it out on that right-hand side. Tenevest coming forward.
Let's go to Swansea Derby. Now this is Swansea just getting a bit tired of late. Derby just tending to. They seem to be picking up a little bit, and they've come out of that bottom zone. They're now 20th. But there's been a change there. What's just changed? That's a Stoke game, I think. Yeah, they've just moved everybody for the Stoke game. So watch the live table and it suddenly flicks around. Then they're going to be watching the two or three teams below them. They need to keep getting a few more points just to make sure they're safe, don't they? How many points are they on at the minute? They're on 42, but you've got to remember that Cardiff in 22nd are on 41. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 teams on 41 or 42 points. 3 of them on 42. I mean, Derby, Hull and Stoke are all on 42. And now that Stoke are losing, at the minute, this the 0-0 with the Swansea 0, Derby 0 puts them on the same points, 42. But if they lose this point, they're going to drop dangerously in close to that. In fact, will they go in? I think they may go in on goal difference, wouldn't they? So that's going to be difficult. Let's go to Mighty. Let's go Rotherham Blackpool. Why not? A bit of fun. I think Blackpool's just had a shot. It's going to be difficult for Rotherham because Blackpool have been playing really well. Although they play a lot better at home. Their defence at home has been absolutely stalwart until the last couple of games. The last couple of games they seem to be beatable, which is really strange because they've been good all season.
Referee James Linnington is clearly having a little conversation in his ear with the assistant on that far side.
We're listening to the Sheffield United game.
Helic was battling for it.
So Oxford versus Sheffield.
Many has gone down. Yeah, seems to be. I couldn't see anything. I think they both just went up for a header, and I think it was a complaint about an elbow to the face. It looks like, but referee will just have a discussion with one or two. We'll see it on the replay.
Trouble is, as soon as you get, I mean, this is Oxford, Sheffield United, and somebody's had an elbow to the face, but there were heads before that, so the referee's got to look at concussion, even if it's obviously not, and because he's bound to by the rules. So they're sort of like having a chat now, but it's just one of those things about these concussion rules, isn't it? As soon as there's any chance, damn, we hit the post, then the crossbar. Oh, Rotherham go attacking down the middle, but then the Blackpool defence, Carey in particular, managed to nick it and kick it. Well, actually, he's ran with it through the Rotherham attack into the Rotherham midfield. And he seems to be able to just cut through that midfield four. Well, three. It's a diamond. Quite easily. Far too easy for me. At the minute, it's... oh dear, it's one of those boring games. We've had only one shot, and it was off target the whole game. And it's Blackpool. So it's not looking too good at Rotherham. 13 minutes, one shot in the entire 13 minutes, and that went to... And we've had a goal at Peterborough. And I, stand by this. It's Peterborough 0, Northampton 1, and that really does. It's 2-1 now. Salford, is it? Wow, that game's really going well. So Northampton now trying to pull themselves away from that drop zone. They should be, if they can get 3 points here, I think that they're on the beach and as good as able to.
Yeah, just on the overlap, Tervest and,
it's Hoskins, Sam Hoskins, that's got that goal for Northampton.
Towards the near post, everybody battling for it. Comes off a defensive.
It's Exeter 0, Stockport 1.
To put a cross in, but it's behind everybody in a yellow shirt. It will stay in play.
It's Milton Keynes 0, Barrow 1, and that went totally against the run of play. We've had Milton Keynes, who were actually on the front foot with all the possession, all the goals, all the shots, and all of a sudden it's Milton Keynes 0, Barrow 1. Against the run of play, and I can't think of a better side to be losing. The fake Dons don't deserve to have a football team. I'm sorry, I really am absolutely adamant about that. Yeah, they did the dirty on Wimbledon, didn't they? Salford City 2, Gillingham 1. Let's have a look at the scorers. We might as well have a look at the scorers. We had Nevitt on 2 minutes for Gillingham. We had Stockton on 8 for Salford City, and Enmai for Salford City on 15. So pretty much. Let's actually we didn't look at the way that game's turned. Let's have a look at the way in which it's turned, because it started off very much It started off Gillingham for a really short stay. Are Posh saving themselves for the cup final?
Yes,
I tell you what, they are getting better. They are getting better.
Delap has opened the scoring.
Oh, Delap's just scored. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Delap's just scored. Yeah, it started off Gillingham playing really well, scoring, and while they're in the lead and up to that point, they were really on top. And it's just gone whoosh straight to the home side, and now it's all Salford now, all Salford. Just going to that Premier game. Lincoln City. Charlton 0, Lincoln City 1. How about that? Peterborough 0, Northampton 1. It's still Birmingham 0, 10-man Barnsley 0.
At the same time, there was
Preston 1, Stoke 0.
He did get hit in the side.
That's the only goal in the Championship. Absolutely amazing. We'll go to the Plymouth game in a minute. Ipswich 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Can Ipswich get 3 points? Wow. It's still being looked at. It's still being looked at. Let's just pop into it to see if it gets allowed or if it gets removed. It's Ipswich 1, Wolverhampton 0, but they are checking it.
No, they haven't got themselves really going. Oxford seem to have...
It has been allowed. It is Ipswich 1, Wolverhampton 0. That has been allowed.
To settle the game down at the moment.
That's
it was a bit frantic at the start from both teams, but then Oxford started to create more chances and kept on coming forward.
Not going to make much difference. There's still a big gap between Ipswich and Wolverhampton. What do you think, Roy? Do you think that Wolves have any chance of being caught by an Ipswich side that 21 points? Well, actually now they've got 23, haven't they? I think. So yeah, I can't see them. I can't see Ipswich getting out of this. But they are in the lead. They are in the lead, and it's 8-11 on for Ipswich to win this one. Now they're 1-0 up. Wolverhampton 4-1 against them, and 13-5 against a draw. We said we were going to go to Plymouth. Let's go to the Plymouth game, and then we'll go to the Mansfield game. So, Norwich... Oh, foul there by Plymouth, and Norwich have a free kick in a quite dangerous position. Right-hand side, just about a few yards from the box. Let's wait for this one. Let's see what Norwich do with this free... You know what, they're very good at free kicks. Yeah, they have some really, really good free kick takers, Norwich. Let's see how they cope with this. It could be an interesting shot. No, won't get 3 points. 2-3 Wolves. Oh, you rotten sod. No, hit the post again. Oh, for heaven's sake, can't you bloody get one on target for once instead of the post? I'm still waiting for the Norwich free kick. We will go to Mansfield and Huddersfield. If they played it short, lobbed it in. They did a short tap sideways and straight in. Gets kicked out, but it comes back out across to the right. Nunes.
Yeah, Gustavo Hammer and
can Nunes kick it? Throw it in? No, kick it in.
The back of the
oh, he can, but Plesrengo gets that one. And the Plymouth... The Plymouth defender kicks it out for a Norwich throw-in. It's all one way at Plymouth, I'm afraid. Doesn't look good for Plymouth. It really doesn't. And Norwich can play really bad football. They've not played their usual class of football for me any time during this season. Ipswich 1, Wolverhampton 0, Crystal Palace 1, Brighton 0, Preston 1, Stoke City 0. Birmingham 0, 10-man Barnsley 0, Charlton 0, Lincoln City 1, It's Exeter 0, Stockport County 2. Let's just see who the goal scorers are. It's, well, one for Wootton. We haven't got the other one yet because it's literally only just gone in. Literally just scored Stockport. No idea who it is. So there's Stockport's goal. Peterborough, Northampton winning. Yep, Stevenage, yes, Stevenage 1, Crawley 0. And I thought Crawley might be able to do something with that game, but evidently not. Let's quickly go into Huddersfield because and Huddersfield have a shot, but it's off target there, and yep, trying to catch Mansfield out there, but failed to do it. And Wootton again, is it? My God, that's 2 in the 20 minutes. Will he get a hat-trick? You know, the thing is about that is that, bless their hearts, Crawley can play absolutely brilliant. They trounced Rotherham. They should have got 7 or 8 goals. Literally should have got 7 or 8. But they play brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly. You wouldn't. That wasn't a team in the bottom 4. Absolutely not. Let alone the bottom 3. But when they lose, they seem to lose like by 4 or 5 goals. And it looks like they're going to do it again.
Watford 0. McCroy has opened the scoring in that
Watford
game.
Are losing. It's that's interesting. So Watford are losing. So Bristol City, they're doing well. That's another one of those teams that tend to either turn up or not. As Huddersfield go down the right with Sorensen, he gets into the right. 25 minutes and. Is that a corner for? No, it isn't. It's kept in by Mansfield. Kick down the right hand side, and Mansfield. Oh, he loses it to Ruffles. So Huddersfield pass it back. They're just doing 1-2s now in defence. Back to the goalkeeper again. Huddersfield just running it round, back to try lobbing it down through the middle, but Mansfield get that one immediately, pass it back through the middle. Oh, the midfield just couldn't quite control that one. Goes straight through to the Huddersfield defence.
Hardy has got that goal.
Plymouth have got a goal. Plymouth 2-2. Plymouth, this is ridiculous today, isn't it? Absolutely manic. Plymouth are now 1-0 up against Norwich. What was I saying? Plymouth were against the wall. Norwich looked like winning this one. But Norwich, like I said, they've been playing pretty poor football for me all season. And they've been caught out by a Plymouth side that we know can play some classy football. After all, they won Liverpool. But for me, that is against the run of play. As oh no, let's see what got. There's been a goal at Rotherham, I think. There has. It's Rotherham 1, Blackpool 0. And I think there's a goal at Peterborough. Let's have a look at Peterborough. Something's happening at Peterborough. Northampton are on the attack.
The ball is finally taken down.
Is that a penalty?
By Brannigan, but Sheffield United win it back, go all the way back.
It's Sam Hoskins that scored for Northampton, but a red card for Peterborough. It's a red card for Peterborough and a yellow card for Northampton. What on earth has gone on at Peterborough? I can't see this one. All I've got is the reports from Bet365 on this one. Yeah, Peterborough get a red card and Northampton get a yellow card. If anybody, now let's have a quick check on that one on my Sky system, see whether we can shed any lights on this. Peterborough, Northampton. I tell you what, there's some bloody strange. We haven't even got that far yet on the Sky system, I tell you. We shall wait and see. Well, we're going to keep that on there because the Sky system hasn't even got that far yet. Who scored for Rotherham? It's Hakeem Odoffin who scored for Rotherham. He's been doing really, really well. He retaliated. I don't know. I haven't a clue. I've not even got the report yet. You've got the report quicker than me. Birmingham reported today, bar a miracle. Yes, this is ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, before we haven't even got to Easter, have we?
End of it.
We did say before Easter they would be promoted. Yeah, so Eden got sent off on 27.
They're just trying to play it a little bit too quickly at the moment. Plenty of yellow
violent conduct. Oh, yeah, retaliation indeed. So yeah, gets. I mean, what was he thinking? I mean, like.
The ball passes it out wide to Burrows, who launches.
I mean, the Northampton player got a yellow card.
Yeah, he does eventually
just
reach him and
retaliate. Why do you want to retaliate? For God's sake, you know, you just got sent off just for the sake of it. And now he's going to be off for probably 3 matches, isn't he? Because that's violent conduct is 3 at least.
Touch on the ball, but Burrows
absolutely strange there.
Waits for people to get inside of the.
So Charlton 0, Lincoln 1. We were going to have a look quickly at the Watford game, weren't we? Because the Watford game's come up with something. Ooh, Portsmouth had there's a bit in the balls. The Millwall Portsmouth, somebody's hit the bar. Plymouth 2, Norwich 0. How? What on earth is happening there? He's totally against. He's banned for the. Is he? He's banned for the cup final. Oh, what a stupid idiot! What a thing to do. I mean, the one day he wants to play, and he does something as stupid as that. That is.
He's got his hands on his knees, and Jamie coming
absolutely ridiculous, totally ridiculous. Anyway, we're going to go for Watford. Here we go. Yeah, Bristol City 2, Watford 0. And I think there's been a goal at Ipswich. Let's have a quick go in there. Something's happened. So Sheffield United have a corner from our watch-along game.
Has gone down, but Chowdhury has picked it up just on the edge.
Let me just turn my
He's gone all the way out.
Power on.
Just puts one back inside of the box. It will go back for a Oxford throw in, but we have plenty of goals to talk about in the Championship.
Bloody do as well. No, it's hit the bar apparently. So and it looks like it was Ipswich hitting the bar as well. Newport 2 goals in 2 minutes. I can't keep up with this. This is ridiculous. There's been a goal at Crystal Palace. It's Crystal Palace 1, Brighton 1. Brighton have equalised. Ipswich have, I think, hit the woodwork, and it's still Ipswich 1, Wolverhampton 0. Bristol City 2, Watford 0. Somebody hit the woodwork at Millwall 0, Portsmouth 0. Pretty poor corner there for Sheffield United, and they just don't seem to be clicking Sheffield United at Oxford. I wouldn't be surprised if Oxford managed to get something before Sheffield United do at this rate. Plymouth 2, Norwich 0, Preston 1, Stoke 0. It's still Birmingham 0, 10-man Barnsley 0. Lincoln still winning at Charlton. 10-man Peterborough 0, Northampton 1. I really do. It's ridiculous that, Roy, isn't it? How on earth do you do something stupid as that? Rotherham 1, Blackpool 0. Stevenage 1, Crawley 0. Bradford 1, Crewe 0. Bromley 1, Accrington 0. That's an interesting one. Bromley there. Doing quite well. Carlisle 0, Newport County 2. Oh dear. Carlisle, I fear for Carlisle. Carlisle really did try and get a good team together down there. 2 shots, 1 on target for Carlisle. 4 shots, all 4 on target for Newport, and 2 in the net. They just
quite find a way
to be honest, Carlisle actually have more of the ball. And oh no, hang on. It's Carlisle 1, North Newport 2. I was saying they have more of the ball, and all of a sudden it goes up. It's Carlisle now. Carlisle 1, Newport County 2. Can they fight back? I don't know when. Yeah, they've actually had to have. They've had an enforced change, Carlisle. They've had to take Davis off, and they put MacArthur on. Not such a bad idea.
Want to apply the pressure in this game.
No, it's a little bit.
Georgie Kelly's playing this game. Georgie penalty. Let's go and have a look. Let's go. We're going. Oh, it's Salford 2, Gillingham 2. We saw that one, didn't we? There's something happening at Peterborough as well, and Birmingham 1, Barnsley 0. Birmingham have scored. It's Birmingham 1, Barnsley 0. 10-man Barnsley. I think it's just a case of saunter on to the end of the road here, isn't it? How many can they win by?
First 30-odd minutes from this Oxford side. Yes, they didn't get a goal early on when they had the best of the pressure.
It's certainly all heating up. Let's go into League 2. We've got... I want to see Wimbledon. Let's see what Wimbledon are doing against Harrogate. Oh, Wimbledon have a shot and it's off target by Sasu. Who's in the driving seat here? Well, actually, for heaven's sake, penalty to Peterborough. Let's go and see that. It's Wimbledon that are in the driving seat there. Just remember that one.
Looks to go towards the near post. Tries to be flicked on.
So go Peterborough 0, Northampton 2, and we'll await this. He says it's a penalty. I'm not actually seeing that yet.
The referee will just have a look. It's Robinson who has gone down, the Sheffield United captain. I couldn't see what quite went on. It doesn't look like he headed the ball at all, actually. It was the man behind.
And it's a goal. Yes, I do believe it's a goal. No, is it a goal? No, I thought it wasn't. It was a Hoskins penalty, actually, the one before. So, okay, 34 minutes. Hoskins scored. It's Northampton. It's Northampton with the penalty. It's Northampton that got the penalty, not Peterborough. And Hoskins has scored the goal for Northampton. It's Peterborough 0, Northampton 2.
So it's headed away by Hellick, who was coming back. Oxford just can't quite get it under control, and Brown is having a little tussle with the Sheffield United man, the assistant. Just has to.
So it's 10-man Peterborough 0, Northampton 2, Rotherham 1, Blackpool 0. Wimbledon just having the edge against Harrogate.
Brown then just grabbing him as well.
As Fleetwood Town, our friend, our YouTuber, it's a penalty to Swindon. Poor old bloke. He'll be there at Fleetwood thinking, here we are, we're going to win at home, and Swindon Town have got a penalty against their side, Fleetwood, and he's a really good YouTuber. Please do go and see him. He's absolutely great.
Does find his way out onto the right hand side with Diaz.
What?
Into Peck, and now they've just switched it from.
For heaven's sake! I want to see this Swindon penalty. Let's see the Swindon penalty first. Right. David's on there this time. Hello there, David. Thanks. Nice to see you. It's always nice to see you. Yeah, it's. It's just one of those. I mean, Barnsley just. He had no choice, did he? He was going to get sent off, poor lad. Stansfield again though. He just, and it's a goal for Swindon. It's Fleetwood 0, Swindon Town 1. So yeah.
Seem to be happy with their
Stansfield went through and caused havoc in the first instance, I believe. And then it was just a case of let's just make sure that yeah. Oh my God! It's Barnsley 1, Birmingham 1, Barnsley 1. Where did we miss?
Take it, just get in all these.
How did I miss that one? It's a header from Keeler Dunn. 35 minutes and it's Birmingham 1, 10-man Barnsley 1. Absolutely amazing. I can't believe that 10-man Barnsley have managed to get back into this one because
Dembele gets the shot away inside of the 6-yard box and he gets it past Cooper. He opens the score and it was flicked on at the near post. It was scrambled around and there was Dembele to put it into the back of the net. Oxford 1, Sheffield United 0.
What did I say? What did I say, guys? I said with the way Sheffield United are playing, with the way Sheffield United were playing, I said 5 minutes ago, Oxford could very well get the first goal. Oxford has scored. Dembele, Oxford 1, Sheffield United 0.
Again here, flick on high up into the air. Yeah. Everybody battling for. I think it may have been Harris actually who got to the ball inside the middle. Hellick was there as well, who thought he might get himself on the score sheet.
High kick into the box.
The penalty area, but he just stepped aside because he saw that Dembele was in the right position to get the strike in, and he did well.
Oxford players moved to the side and let him shoot straight into the net. I mean, this is just crackers. Oxford, yeah, I mean, they deserve that. They absolutely deserve it. They have, Sheffield United have been poor. The corners have been, yeah, okay, not bad. Keeler Dunn Corker, was it? Yeah, we're watching the Oxford Sheffield United, obviously, so we've not quite got all the info from that one.
And he puts it away, and at the same time that goal went in. We've had a goal in the Premier League.
Yeah, West Ham 0, Bournemouth 1. Evan Nielsen.
West Ham 0, Bournemouth 1. West Ham are doing absolutely awful, aren't they, this year? And it's the change from last year. Last year was so good for them. And this year, as Barnsley attacked down the left with O'Keefe, this year they've been not very good at all, and they've been they hover it into the box, and Birmingham have to clear the lines. It's a rushed clearance by Birmingham, but it manages to find someone on the right wing, and they cross it immediately to the left wing. Great football by Birmingham, but he just couldn't control it on the left wing, and it went out for a Barnsley throw. It's this instant one-touch football by Birmingham that seems to be just absolutely amazing. There, they panicked a little in defence. Barnsley came in, they panicked, they kicked it to the right-hand side. Couple of one-touch passes, and a quick one-touch pass all the way from the right wing to the left wing. And you have to think, that is not League One football. That is just not. It's just not League One football, is it? I'm sure David would agree with that one. It's absolutely beyond the sort of one-touch passing that we're seeing here is way beyond League One. As Barnsley attack again with Humphreys, they're not giving in. Down the right-hand side, and it's 41 minutes. And at the minute, you have to say Barnsley are coming back into this. Barnsley are actually coming back into it. And they're doing a Bolton. They're taking them on the break. They're building it from the back and then breaking. Looks down the right-hand side. As Phillips gets it again, Connelly, Connell for Barnsley. They seem to be slowing it down, Barnsley, at the minute. It's still 4-1 on for Birmingham and 12-1 against for Barnsley. Barnsley lob it into the box, but Clara finds that one easy, kicks it out, but only Oh, Barnsley guy could have got that, but he just fluffed it at the last minute. Stansfield gets it from him. He's running down the left-hand wing, runs into the corner, gives it to Hansen. Cochrane. Can they cross it? No. They can't. Oh, he missed it. He has to kick it backwards, and O'Keefe gets the second ball there, and for Barnsley. And Barnsley now kick it, they clear it, comes back into the Birmingham half, kicks back into the Barnsley half, who kick it back into the Birmingham half. For heaven's sake, it gets played to Iwata, who we've not seen a great deal of in the last few minutes. Gives it to Clara, who we have seen a lot of. Iwata, Clara, Davis. We're playing it around the middle of the pitch at the minute. Down the left with Cochrane. Back to Peake.
But they've got to be careful because Harris is coming behind, headed it down, looks to be holding up the players very well, but just couldn't quite get the shot away. And
Dowell.
Now it has to be
just lots of one-touch football on the left wing. Birmingham just wanting a gap to open up. But Phillips grabs it. Really good tackling there. And Barnsley now. Will they kick it long? No, they kick it short, but it's Davis that gets that one. And we'll come away from this one. It looks a very, very tight game. Anyway, certainly not boring at Birmingham. Roy, Mansfield game looks boring, but on stats, but it's quite good. Let's have a look at it. I've not seen the stats actually. We've been looking at the game itself. 2 shots to Huddersfield, none on target. 3 to Mansfield, none on target. 49% to 51. It's roughly 50-50. Huddersfield are playing it down the wing. They've got 4 corners from that way of doing it. So they're playing it down the wing. Mansfield are going more central with the looks of it. 1 corner. So you would expect them to be going down the centre of it. Mansfield caught offside. A pity. At the minute, Pearson for Huddersfield.
For another Sheffield United corner.
Ruffles. Now let's have a look at this. Like Sheffield United have another corner. Now they've been pretty dire from their corners. Absolutely awful. So let's just wait and see what the Sheffield United corner comes out like.
Manhandled by Brown, they were both pulling at each other, and Cumming had to be smart and push it behind.
As the ball comes back in now towards the near post, it's scrambled away as Cumming kind of lost it in the sun. He tries to try and pick it up, but it's got away by Oxford. Now with Dembele on this left-hand side, he looks to chase it down. He thought it had gone out.
Injury time. 1 minute injury time at Huddersfield.
Now it's gone out for a
Northampton 3. So
be,
Birmingham 1, 10-man Barnsley 1. Charlton 1, Lincoln City 1, Exeter 0, Stockport 2. Poor old 10-man Peterborough 0, Northampton 3. Northampton are now safe, aren't they? We heard the 1-0 from Oxford. I tell you what, David, Sheffield United have a corner again. They've not been playing great. They've been sort of okay. They're certainly not playing top of the league football. And I said about 10 minutes ago, I can see Oxford breaking and taking the lead, and sure enough, they did, and they managed to get in and take the lead. Stevenage 1, Crawley 0. Bradford 1, Crewe 0. Bromley 1, 0 up. Colchester 1, 0 up. Grimsby 1, Morecambe 1. That's an interesting one. So Morecambe there. Getting back. Milton Keynes 0, Barrow 1, and Salford 2, Gillingham 2. We're going into the half times now, so we're going to have to. We're going into half time. I'm going to go get a coffee, and we'll come back and see if anybody's scored. But yeah, do stay with us. I'll try and keep this on. I'm just going to get some power as well to the phone while we listen to the summary of the first half at Oxford versus Sheffield United, where it's Oxford leading 1-0, and I wouldn't particularly say against the run of play either. So just quickly say that Crystal Palace 1, Brighton 1, Ipswich 1, Wolves 0. I think Ipswich also hit the post there as well. West Ham 0, Bournemouth 1, Bristol City 2, Watford 0. That's the other interesting score. The other one is Plymouth 2, Norwich 0. So yeah, all going pretty haywire. We had a few minutes where everything seemed to go completely crazy. Colchester 1, Notts County 0. Let me just put my Be Right Back screen on. And we shall see you in about 13-14 minutes.
In his last 3 games, Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Peck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. Scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area caused mayhem and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Peck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area caused mayhem and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Peck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area caused mayhem and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Peck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area caused mayhem and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Peck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area caused mayhem and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Peck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. Surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area caused mayhem and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Peck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. Surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area caused mayhem and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Peck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal Goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area, caused mayhem, and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Beck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area, caused mayhem, and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Beck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area, caused mayhem, and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Beck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area, caused mayhem, and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Beck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. Rising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Into the penalty area, caused mayhem, and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Beck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area, caused mayhem, and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Beck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. Surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area, caused mayhem, and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Beck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. Surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area, caused mayhem, and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Beck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area, caused mayhem, and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Beck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area, caused mayhem, and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Beck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area, caused mayhem, and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Beck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area, caused mayhem, and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke his second goal in in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Beck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38 minutes. A long throw for the former Sheffield Wednesday player. Volks into the penalty area, caused mayhem and eventually dropped to Dembele, who kept his head to stroke in his second goal in his last 3 games. Sheffield United had the better of the other chances. Burrows, Campbell and Beck all denied by saves from Jamie Cumming, though at half-time it is Oxford United 1, Sheffield United 0. A surprising scoreline as Oxford have the lead at the break. The goal came on 38. To Dembele, who kept his going. There's a good cross from the left, and Josh Windas's header was on target, but didn't trouble either Panda. That's their only effort. It's half-time at Hillsborough. There's 45 minutes we won't get back. What a boring game of football. It's like Sheffield Wednesday forgot that they were playing a game. Hull started off the brighter, but they couldn't really get anything going. Carl Joseph, a shot driven wide, Sean McLaughlin wide. We saw Carl Joseph bring a save out of Pierce Charles, who's been Sheffield Wednesday's best player. When Wednesday got going, there was a good cross from the left, and Josh Windas's header was on target, but didn't trouble either Panda. That's their only effort. It's half-time at Hillsborough. There's 45 minutes we won't get back. What a boring game of football. It's like Sheffield Wednesday forgot that they were playing a game. Hull started off the brighter, but they couldn't really get anything going. Carl Joseph, a shot driven wide, Sean McLaughlin wide. We saw Carl Joseph bring a save out of Pierce Charles, who's been Sheffield Wednesday's best player. When Wednesday got going, there was a good cross from the left, and Josh Windas's header was on target, but didn't trouble either Panda. That's their only effort. It's half-time at Hillsborough. There's 45 minutes we won't get back. What a boring game of football. It's like Sheffield Wednesday forgot that they were playing a game. Hull started off the brighter, but they couldn't really get anything going. Carl Joseph, a shot driven wide, Sean McLaughlin wide. We saw Carl Joseph bring a save out of Pierce Charles, who's been Sheffield Wednesday's best player. When Wednesday got going, there was a good cross from the left, and Josh Windas's header was on target, but didn't trouble either Panda. That's their only effort. It's half-time at Hillsborough. There's 45 minutes we won't get back. What a boring game of football. It's like Sheffield Wednesday forgot that they were playing a game. Hull started off the brighter, but they couldn't really get anything going. Carl Joseph, a shot driven wide, Sean McLaughlin wide. We saw Carl Joseph bring a save out of Pierce Charles, who's been Sheffield Wednesday's best player. When Wednesday got going, there was a good cross from the left, and Josh Windas's header was on target, but didn't trouble either Panda. That's their only effort. It's half-time at Hillsborough. There's 45 minutes we won't get back. What a boring game of football. It's like Sheffield Wednesday forgot that they were playing a game. Hull started off the brighter, but they couldn't really get anything going. Carl Joseph, a shot driven wide, Sean McLaughlin wide. We saw Carl Joseph bring a save out of Pierce Charles, who's been Sheffield Wednesday's best player. When Wednesday got going, there was a good cross from the left, and Josh Windas's header was on target, but didn't trouble either Panda. That's their only effort. It's half-time at Hillsborough. There's 45 minutes we won't get back. What a boring game of football. It's like Sheffield Wednesday forgot that they were playing a game. Hull started off the brighter, but they couldn't really get anything going. Carl Joseph, a shot driven wide, Sean McLaughlin wide. We saw Carl Joseph bring a save out of Pierce Charles, who's been Sheffield Wednesday's best player. When Wednesday got going, there was a good cross from the left, and Josh Windas's header was on target, but didn't trouble either Panda. That's their only effort. It's half-time at Hillsborough. There's 45 minutes we won't get back. What a boring game of football. It's like Sheffield Wednesday forgot that they were playing a game. Hull started off the brighter, but they couldn't really get anything going. Carl Joseph, a shot driven wide, Sean McLaughlin wide. We saw Carl Joseph bring a save out of Pierce Charles, who's been Sheffield Wednesday's best player. When Wednesday got going, there was a good cross from the left, and Josh Windas's header was on target, but didn't trouble either Panda. That's their only effort. It's half-time at Hillsborough. There's 45 minutes we won't get back.
Can you hear that one? I think this is hilarious. I've just turned to the Sheffield Wednesday commentary summary,
going.
It's half time at Hillsborough, and there's 45 minutes we won't get back.
Charles has been Sheffield Wednesday's best player. Wednesday got going.
Oh dear Lord.
Josh Windas's header was on target, but didn't trouble either Panda. That's their only effort. It's half time at Hillsborough. There's 45 minutes we won't get back. What a boring game of football.
What a boring game of football.
And back out again. They're looking for a lively start.
I don't think I really want to be listening to this Wednesday game because it sounds like it's that boring. We really don't want to listen to that one.
Really 45 minutes. It won't live too long in the memory.
Let's go back to the Sheffield United one.
Strike as it comes back to him, but he gets way on the
Oh, Sheffield United. Oh, so that's actually got started already, so that's good.
Stand behind Cooper's goal. There's the two lineups then. Coming in goal, back for Terravest, Nelson, Hellick and Brian Cronsford. Brannigan, Volks, Pochetta, Romane and Dembele, the midfield with Harris, the lone striker. For Sheffield United, it's Cooper in goal. Sariki, Amidodzic, Robinson and Burrows are the back four. Chowdhury and Peck are the holding players in midfield. Brereton, Diaz, Brewster, Hill and Campbell are the four further up front.
So there we have the Sheffield United
We've see a reaction from Sheffield United, but Oxford
losing 1-0.
because they've worked really,
Plymouth
really
Norwich. Yeah, this has been a game and a half, hasn't it?
Pressure and Sheffield United didn't really seem to know.
Norwich
how
has
to react.
69% of possession, but it's 5 shots to Plymouth, 2 in the net, 3 shots to Norwich, none in the net. No, Norwich 3 shots, 4 shots on at target, 1 in the net. It's Plymouth 2, Norwich 1. They've come straight out and scored within the first few seconds, within the first minute. So it's Plymouth Argyle draw pulled back there to 2-1 by all accounts.
Take this one.
It's Crystal Palace 1, Brighton 1, Ipswich 1, Wolverhampton 0, West Ham 0, Bournemouth 1. Into the Championship, Bristol City 2, Watford 0, Millwall 0, Portsmouth 0. We'll go back to that when it starts. Oxford 1, Sheffield United 0, Plymouth 2, Norwich 1. Norwich just scored. Preston 1, Stoke 0.
Elsewhere, it's 1 back for Norwich, it would appear.
Yes, Plymouth 2, Norwich
Swansea
1.
0, Derby 0.
Sargent, the American, gets the goal.
That was Josh Sargent, apparently. QPR 0, Cardiff 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Hull 0 in the most Hull dull boring game of the day, apparently. That's the commentator for me, not me. Swansea 0, Derby 0, Interleague 1, Birmingham 1, 10-man Barnsley 1, Bolton 0, Bristol Rovers 0, Charlton 0, Lincoln City 1, and we really would expect Lincoln is so lucky there. The Charlton are brilliant at home. Let's have a quick look at the stats, I think, on that one. 58% possession to Charlton, 42 to Lincoln. It's 6 shots, 1 on target for Charlton, none in the net. 2 shots, 2 on target, 1 goal for Lincoln. They've just been...
Tyrese Campbell, who was near the...
just been more more clinical, haven't they? Exeter 0, Stockport 2, Huddersfield 0, Mansfield 0. Apparently it's not such a boring game as it looks on paper. Thanks to Roy. Leyton Orient 0, Wigan 0, 10-man Peterborough 0, Northampton 3. Doesn't look good for the cup game, does it, for Peterborough? It really doesn't. Rotherham 1, Blackpool 0, Shrewsbury 0, Cambridge 0, Stevenage 1, Crawley 0. We will go through League 2. It's Wimbledon 0, Harrogate 0, Bradford 1, Crewe 0. That was an early goal down there. Bromley 1, Accrington 0, Carlisle 1, Newport 2, and Carlisle coming back there. And later on in the first half, Colchester 1, Notts County 0. They took the lead late in the first half. Fleetwood 0, Swindon 1. We saw that penalty being scored there. Grimsby 2, Morecambe 1. Now Grimsby have taken the lead now. The fake Milton Keynes 0, Barrow 1. That's against the run of play, actually, well against the run of play. And the game with all the goals today has been Salford. Salford 2, Gillingham 2. It's Kilmarnock 1, 10-man Motherwell 0. There we are.
We'll tell you the winner in a moment as Hamer plays the ball forward. It's up towards Campbell, who collides with Cumming.
Sheffield Wednesday at the minute on the attack down the left-hand side. Let's go to that Portsmouth game because Portsmouth actually is not far from me down the road.
Wasn't a bad one, but just coming in to get out there.
So Portsmouth have it in their own defensive area.
But he just kind of kicked it, volleyed it up.
Hull City are on the attack as well at the same time.
And really hope for the best as Sheffield United on the break again.
Ball into the area.
Yeah, they're Sheffield United on the break again, but they've got to do things with it. They just don't seem to get anything in the final third.
As again they give away possession just inside their own half of the field. It breaks for Pegg. He's brought down on this occasion.
See, they lose it as soon as they get near the halfway line. This time they lose the ball. Millwall intercept that ball, and Brian will attack Portsmouth down the right-hand side.
As Terravest just puts his body on the line. Just to
Watching two games at the minute. Sheffield Wednesday are sort of pegged in defence at the minute, but they do have the ball.
Seems to be the case.
Potts for Portsmouth.
Lincoln have gone 2-0 up now at Charlton.
Lincoln 2-0 up at Charlton. And now it's, oh dear me. Oh dear, Charlton 0, Lincoln 2. And how disappointed they will be. You see, now got Oxford breaking, and they're doing well. That are coming in on him, and then Pochetta will goes past all the challenges. Gets took off him. But he did really well to get as far as he did. As Millwall cross it. It gets into it's offside. It's offside. That would have been an absolutely brilliant goal, but Millwall called offside there, and Portsmouth breathed a sigh of relief. As Hull City grabbed the ball in defence. The second half's been a bit 50-50 for Sheffield Wednesday. It's sort of Sheffield Wednesday at the minute just about keeping the head above water here, and the second half is about 50-50. As Portsmouth now start breaking from the back. They seem to be building from the playing from the back. Oh, they tried playing from the back and taking it down the left, but Millwall they lost the ball for a Millwall throw-in. Bit of ping-pong kicking football, and Millwall cross it to the left wing for Connolly. Back to Brian. Brian's been playing well for Millwall at the minute. I saw him in the first half. He was playing a couple of good little passes. Cooper. Millwall now passing it into defence.
roles clearly have reversed in this second half. Oxford are just calmly sitting back and letting Sheffield United attack, but it's pressure after pressure after pressure. So they do have to be careful.
Yeah, Oxford have got the lead. Not particularly against the run of play, I don't think. And now they're sitting back 10 men in the box. Will this work is the question, Roy. Will this work? Can Oxford United keep the 1-0 lead against Sheffield United with 10 men in the box? They've parked the bus. Oxford have officially parked the bus.
On the wrong side, really, of the tackle.
As Sheffield Wednesday attack down the left, and we come out to see what the other scores are. We have Bristol City 2, Watford 0.
For the foul.
We've still got Millwall 0, Oxford 0, and Millwall 0, Portsmouth 0. And Portsmouth are just taking their time about things, just passing it around midfield and defence, just not wanting to lose this game, I think, is probably the best way of putting it. It's heavily Millwall, but there's only one shot on target. There's been 7 shots to Millwall, none on target. 1 shot to Portsmouth, and it was on target. But it's still 0-0.
Carefully monitored and managed. It will be at least an hour, you would think, for him.
Doesn't actually look like there's going to be a goal here.
This afternoon.
It looks. That looks suspiciously like that's going to be a 0-0 goal, 0-0 game. Birmingham 2, Barnsley 1. Birmingham 2, Barnsley 1. Let's have a look at that.
Stands at 2-1. So as it stands at the top of League 1,
May
would be 11 points clear with 2 games in hand. And only 6 matches left for, 5 matches left.
Oh dear.
In that sense as well.
47 minutes and Alfie May scores for Birmingham, and it's from a corner. It's from a corner. So corner whipped in, and
yes, and it has come for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace 2.
Yeah, Crystal Palace 2, Brighton 1.
Munoz has got the goal for that one.
Daniel Munoz puts Palace back in front then after Brighton equalised.
I think that's going to be it for Barnsley with the looks of it. As May gets past to May and he loses it. Barnsley welly it out. Can't control it in the Birmingham half, and it gets taken by Birmingham. And they run it down, pass it in, and Alfie May has another shot, and it's off target. And it's just turned. It's absolutely just turned. Birmingham just taking their jolly time in the first half. In the second half, they seem to have completely changed their mind, and now they are going for it. It's was a good attack there in the QPR game, apparently. Cardiff now back on the attack, and it's a pretty even game. 7 shots, 2 on target to QPR, 4 shots not on target to Cardiff, and QPR have actually got 2/3 of the play as well. However, a lot of the QPR plays in their own half of the looks of it. At the minute, they're playing it around midfield, stroke defence. They lose it in defence as well to Robinson for Cardiff. Can he do anything from here? Because he's in a good position. He crosses it in, and it's Tanner with a shot off target, and it bounces off a defender. And they kick it out for a Cardiff throw. Let's just wait for this one. Cardiff have a throw in halfway into the QPR half. If they get anything from this, Cardiff would actually be quite against the run of play. But, you know, we've already seen Oxford do exactly that, haven't we? So let's have a look. Rinamota for Cardiff.
Plachetta was going away. Ahmed Hunsic, I think it is, who was coming back. Who was given
a little bit of nice play by Cardiff on the right-hand side.
But I do think there were a lot of defenders coming
56
back on that
minutes.
occasion. That's what saved Daniel Hodzic. But the foul
Who's made a substitution? QPR have made three substitutions.
Sirike lost his foot in there, so I'm
made
not
three,
entirely sure
yeah.
if he was going to get there.
Yeah, QPR have made three substitutions. Dembele on, Lloyd off, Varane on, Field off, and Benny on, and Anderson off. So, QPR are really trying to do something here. Cardiff still have the ball, and they cross it. Oh, he tried passing it into the corner, but Yang gets it for QPR. Passes it sideways to Edwards, a bit difficult to near the corner, near the box there, so it gets kicked out. I think he was a bit annoyed there that he passed it towards goal, Yang, and the receiver just like wellied it into the halfway flag for a Cardiff throw in. QPR just showing signs of being doing a few stupid things at the minute. Plymouth still 2-1 up. Oh, and QPR nick it. Oh, ooh, Rinomhota nicks it back. Cardiff into the box. Oh, Varane manages to get to that one and kick it out. Did it hit the bar? It looks like it hit the bar, and Varane got it out. And it comes back in. Tanner, O'Dowda, Colville, and Cardiff are pressing. Oh no, they get it back again, and QPR can try and build now, and it's absolute manic. I'm sure we saw it hit the bar there for Cardiff. Mansverk now for Cardiff. And Cardiff are turning it on. Actually, cross it in. And Nardi gets it out. And now all of a sudden, QPR are all at 6s and 7s at the back as they pass it into the left.
Portsmouth 0, I'll get confirmation.
Millwall 1, Portsmouth 0. Yeah, my local side have just gone down away at Millwall. And Millwall 1, Portsmouth 0. QPR push it over to the right hand side, and O'Dowda now gets that one, kicks it out only as far as done. It seems to be quite a good game. That actually does look a really exciting game. QPR 0, Cardiff 0, but that is not going to stay 0-0. Not based on that. Not based on that score. Yeah, it is definitely Millwall winning 1-0, Preston winning 1-0, Bristol City winning 1-0, Oxford winning 1-0, Plymouth winning 2-1, Preston winning 1-0. In League 1 we have Birmingham winning 2-1 against 10-man Barnsley. We have Lincoln City winning 2-1 now against Charlton. So we've got Birmingham now winning. It looks like they're sauntering now. And hang on. We have to go back to Birmingham. It's another goal for Birmingham. It's 3-1. It's Birmingham 3. 10-man Barnsley 1. And I said they were finding it easy all of a sudden. They seem to be hanging back Birmingham in the first half. Perhaps a little bit too cocky. Possibly. In the second half, though, they certainly are not hanging around. Birmingham City now 3-1 up against Barnsley. Can't see any way back there, can we? 150-1 on now for Birmingham. It's 40-1 on, 40-1 against for a draw. So not much chance there. Lincoln City winning 2-1 against Charlton, and it looks relatively even. This Lincoln City, it's probably just behind by a fraction on play, but they're actually leading 2-1 against Charlton, who could be a little bit more clinical in front of goal.
The back to try and get the shot off. Brown coming out of nowhere.
Is that what
the challenge in the block, and it'll go out for a Sheffield United corner.
Is that what they're doing? I know they were I know they were sitting back in the first half. But the second half, they seem to be pushing forward a little bit more than they did in the first. And going down the left wing, I think it was. But
West Ham have equalised against Bournemouth. West Ham 1, Bournemouth 1.
West Ham 1, Bournemouth 1. Yeah, Crystal Palace 2, Brighton 1. Ipswich still 1-0 up against Wolverhampton. Where were we? Exton 0, Stockport 2. Let's go into Huddersfield, Mansfield, as Huddersfield have a throw-in here, and let's look at the stats. 4 shots, none on target for Huddersfield. 5 shots, none on target for Mansfield. Oh, yawn. This looks like a yawn game. Roy, what's happening at Mansfield? Can we have the eyes on the ground, please? This looks crap. It looks awful. Oh dear. We'll follow it for a minute as Huddersfield have a throw-in on the right-hand side in their own half. Oh no, they're not going to get to do it. Substitution for Mansfield. Roy can probably tell me what the substitution is before I actually get to it. Blimey, how many? We've had 3 substitutions for Huddersfield so far in the second half. Bulker, Chirua and Taylor off. Miller, Marshall and Charles on. We've had Vickers off for Mansfield and Lewis on. 2 yellow cards for Mansfield. Reed on 41, Williams on 62. Right, the throw-in has now gone in, and Hodge now takes it for Huddersfield. Gives it to Marshall, trying to edge it towards the centre of the field. Pulls it to the right-hand side. Crossed in, but Pym gets that one. And there's something happening at Millwall. Something happening at Millwall. Portsmouth, I think, may have hit the bar again. They keep hitting the post. They can't get it in the net, but they can hit the post. Still with Portsmouth there. I'll leave that one. It's Mansfield. Oh, they've given it away on the far side. And Huddersfield run down the left-hand side. And it's 67 minutes and another corner for Huddersfield. Yeah, I noticed in the second half it's changed, hasn't it, David? In the first half they were sitting back and just doing the odd push forward, and they got caught out. But in the second half it's totally changed. It's as if the Birmingham side in the second half is just not the same side. It's yeah, they are sitting back, but they're really... that when they attack, they look dangerous on every single. They could score every time they go through it. It's almost like they're just cutting through butter. Like, oh right, that's it, another shot. But it is. They're doing so much different in the second game. Let's. Well, that's going to stop me on that, is it? So I need to go back on that one. And it's a goal! It's a goal for Huddersfield! Huddersfield has scored. I look away, and it's a cross from the right-hand side. It's caught from Sorensen. Sorensen crosses it in, and Huddersfield take the lead. It's, sorry, Roy, it's Huddersfield 1, Mansfield 0. Just as I look away, let's see if we can get this game back on track as Oxford have... Sheffield United have a shot there. And Oxford kick it out as far as pack for Sheffield United. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the game. And it's now back with the Mansfield goalkeeper. Not telling me yet who scored it. 69 minutes officially. As Mansfield attack down the right-hand side with Williams. One wonders if these teams neither really wanted to lose. It just sent a bit like, well, we'll just defend and hopefully we won't lose it. Now that Huddersfield have gone ahead, perhaps Mansfield might just start playing a little bit more attacking football. I didn't really see any real attack, apart from the fact that Mansfield, Roy says Mansfield's hit the woodwork about 3 times. Oh, Huddersfield down the left-hand side. Goes to Ruskin. Ruskin crosses it. Oh. Is that a corner for Mansfield? I can't quite see what's happening here. Oh no, goes out. It's gone out. It went out for a goal kick. So Mansfield have a goal kick down the left-hand side. Just watch this a minute. Reed, Craig, trying to go down the middle. I said they were trying a lot down the middle. They are. Lewis at the minute down the middle. So going towards the right corner, but Hodge takes that one for Huddersfield. He is hemmed in the corner though, so if Mansfield can just push him a little bit, there's Dembele crosses it in for Oxford and Sheffield United kick it out and come back. Oxford, Mansfield. Oh, shot by Bacchus and that's off target and yeah, we're getting good here. It's a corner for Mansfield. So cleared out as it was shot off target but kicked out by a defender and it's now Bacchus will it comes in. Akins right near the goal. How did he not swipe at that? And a Huddersfield foot kicks it out and Bacchus has somehow managed to get all the way to right wing. He crosses it back in and misses it off target and it's a Huddersfield goal kick. Like I said, we've had that and all of a sudden Mansfield seem to be attacking again. It's Peterborough 0, Northampton 3, Stockport are winning 2-0. Lincoln are winning 2-1. Rotherham are winning 1-0. Stevenage 1, Crawley 1. Yeah, let's have a look at that game because Crawley are actually playing some really good football. Unfortunately, when they go behind, they seem to collapse quite a bit. But they've managed to equalise. Stevenage have another shot off target, and Crawley can have a goal kick. Yeah, Crawley have come back in this game, Roy. It's turned completely on its head. It's now 2 shots, 1 on target for Stevenage, 9 shots, 3 on target, 1 in the net for Crawley. It's 71% possession to Crawley. I mean, at the beginning, we're saying it could be the death of them because they just looked like they were going to turn the toes up and give in. They're not in the second half. They're not. Game of 2 halves at Stevenage. They cross it in again and Mahoney managed to get there first for Stevenage and he tries to play himself out and kicks it to Thompson. Kemp down the Stevenage right hand side. Wilding across to the left. It gets kicked out. The throw-in's taken quickly by Stevenage, but they give it to Quinterma for Crawley. And Crawley can try and pass it back. Malarkey. Yellow card for Oxford for kicking the ball away. They're actually playing. They're parking the bus now. Oxford 1-0 up against Sheffield United at home, and Oxford have parked the bus, and anything that comes anywhere near is being kicked. Hello, Rebecca. Nice to not hear you. Kemp has a shot for Stevenage right down the right hand side, and Hanlon. Hanlon tries to tag onto it and kicks it straight at the goalkeeper, and we nearly got a second goal there for Stevenage as Wallacott wellies it out down the right hand side for Crawley. Ibrahim crosses it to the left. Kelly, Hepburn Murphy into the box. Ibrahim, Kelly, Hepburn Murphy. Nice little triangles, but they can't. Oh no, they can't do it. And Wilding gets it, kicks it forward, and a Crawley player manages to kick it out. And yeah, it's becoming quite a heated exchange there, I think. Let's go into League Two. Bradford still 1-0 up at home to Crewe. That game seems to be pretty much one-sided. 12 shots to Bradford, 5 on target, 1 in the net. They'll be a bit disappointed at that. They've got the majority of shots, even though it's only 52% possession. 5 shots for Crewe, 2 on target, none in the net. These are the games where you get 1-1 or you lose 1-0 and you think, how the hell with all those shots did we not get a win? But they are winning, but they're in danger of not converting enough. 5 shots, 2 on target, none in the goal, none in the net for Crewe, but they're not far from getting a goal. And they do have the ball half the 50% of the time. Oh, you are kidding. You're kidding me, Roy. I've not even got that far yet. Hang on. Where's that got? You're bloody hell. Birmingham 3, Barnsley 2. How the hell did that one? Where did that one come from? Peterborough 0, Northampton 3. Let's get rid of that one. And we go to the Barnsley game. Barnsley have it in their own area at the minute. 12th. Hepburn Murphy shot. Hepburn Murphy shot. And it's quite a while ago as well, Roy. It's 59 minutes. We're on 68 at the minute, so totally missed that one. Barnsley getting a goal back there, 3-2. And we were just saying how Birmingham were just sauntering this game. Stansted and Iwata there on the right hand side, and they were rather close to each other. It's almost like, why are those two on the right hand wing? And again, you see, Iwata does so much bloody running. He was on the right wing with Stansted, and all of a sudden, a few kicks later, he's on the left wing. He's crossed the entire pitch to make a tackle. And I think that's what gets me about the Birmingham side. It's the players. They just seem to be... Iwata there crossing the entire pitch to make a tackle. Because nobody else was seemingly going to do it. So he took it on himself to run the complete width of the pitch. And again, Iwata on the left gives it to Dowell. Back to Davis. But Birmingham are certainly to cross it in, but Roberts gets it for Barnsley. Oh, they lose it to Samsted. Iwata. Harris, Iwata. Samsted. Harris. Cochrane. Yeah, the Birmingham are really quite good. Phillips there grabs it for Barnsley at the critical point. We were going into the second division, weren't we? Let's go into League Two. 3-2 to Birmingham. 1-0 to Bolton. We didn't say that. It's Bolton 1, Bristol Rovers 0. That's going to put the cat amongst the pigeons in the bottom, isn't it? What are Crawley doing at the minute? They're not doing too well, are they? Yeah, they're 1-1, aren't they? But they're fighting back. So Crawley are getting a point at the minute, and Bristol Rovers are getting none. Cambridge, have they? Yes, you're right. Shrewsbury Town 0, Cambridge 1. Bristol Rovers are losing. Teams below them are getting the points. This is, we said it's impossible for Cambridge and Shrewsbury, but we have to look at the games, and if the teams below start getting points, they're going to start to panic. So Cambridge are winning 1-0. Stevenage 1, Crawley 1. Watching as Oxford now attack down the left. Dembele cross. It's a cross comes shot and it bounces off and it's out for a goal kick. I think to Sheffield United. Carlisle 2, Newport 2. So the Carlisle have come back from being those 2 goals in 2 minutes. Colchester 1, Notts County 0. Wimbledon 0, Harrogate 0. Still, Wimbledon really edging it at the beginning in the first half. Let's see what they're doing in the second half, shall we? Yeah, Wimbledon's still well on target to win this one, but 13 shots to them, 3 on target, none in the net. No, Harrogate Town 5 on target, 2. They've got one in the goal. It's Wimbledon as we watch. It's the 4th shot that's got on target, and it's Wimbledon 1, Harrogate 0. Absolutely chuffed for them. I really am. Wimbledon now in 6th position. They'll now go up by 2 points, won't they? So they'll actually skip above Notts County now. If Cambridge result stays the same, Mansfield can't finish bottom. Now come on. Now that's a bit pushing it, isn't it? That's even worse thoughts than Rotherham fans when we had Evans. Did you know Evans didn't? Evans 2-0 Huddersfield. Evans only had 15 minutes worth of training each week. And it was just running up and down the training pitch. He didn't do any free kick training, no shot training, just had the lads on the pitch for 15 minutes a week. And this comes from Paul Davis, the advertiser, he's the only newspaper writer that's allowed access to everywhere at the ground and at the training ground. So it is true. Well, we have to take his word for it. But yeah, apparently he was only giving them minimal training per week, sort of 15-20 minutes. It's no wonder why Rotherham are losing. So Wimbledon are winning that one. Bromley's just scored. Bromley 4, Accrington 0. Bradford is still winning 1-0 at home to Crewe. We said the Carlisle result. Colchester 1, Notts County 0. That was a goal late in the first half. Fleetwood 0, Swindon 2. Poor old lad, he's going to be... I do follow his podcast. He's going to be a bit down, isn't he, today? Grimsby 3, Morecambe 1. Milton Keynes now 0. Barrow 2. Good one there. Salford still 2. Gillingham 2. And we thought that one was going to be a little bit... going to be loads of goals in that, didn't we? But it didn't happen. Where shall we go? Let's go to the Rotherham game. Why not? Oh, penalty to Blackpool. There's a penalty to Blackpool. Rotherham have given away a penalty. Let's wait for the penalty. We're not going to win. It's Rotherham 1, Blackpool 0, and Blackpool have a penalty. Brum 4. It's a goal for Blackpool. It's Rotherham 1, Blackpool 1. A goal from the penalty area, and Rotherham fans will be gutted. As long as they don't play too badly, I don't think it matters. It's Birmingham 4, Barnsley 2. What a game that one's turned out to be. Barnsley just don't seem to want to roll over and die, do they? Yes, I know. It's been a goal for them. I know it has. There's all my bings are going to come. I've got another couple of bings to come yet. Bing! Rotherham are drawing. Let's go to the... it's Preston 1, Stoke 1. Plymouth 2, Norwich 1, Oxford 1, Sheffield United 0. As we're watching, as you can listen to, you can hear that here. Bristol City 2, Watford 1. It's now Millwall 1, my local side Portsmouth 1. They've equalised. Good on Portsmouth. It's West Ham 2, Bournemouth 2. And it's Ipswich 1. Yep, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Crystal Palace 2, Brighton 1. What did Roy say about the Wolverhampton Wanderers game? I can't remember what score he said. I'm just going up to find out what he said. Yeah. Oh, you said 2-3 to Wolves. It's Ipswich 1, Wolves 1. So let's see whether you get anywhere close. It's 10-man Crystal Palace. I didn't realise that. I must have noticed at some point. 10-man Crystal Palace 2, Brighton 1. I just can't remember when the red card came. 78 minutes. And Nketiah for Crystal Palace sent off on 78 minutes. Second yellow, I do believe.
The championship for Portsmouth.
Yeah, equaliser for Portsmouth, 1-1. Portsmouth won late on in that
We need to
game.
Plymouth.
So
Plymouth 2, Norwich 1, and Plymouth seem to be holding their own. They've not got the ball a lot, but they do a lot for it when they've got it. And I'm just being told by Roy, oh God, we've just had another bloody goal down at Rotherham, I think. Help, there's goals going in. Birmingham 4-2, Charlton 2-2 now. Yeah, it's Huddersfield 2, Mansfield 1. Rotherham 1, Blackpool 1.
Head off to the sideline. Mazzuni is the man who will replace him.
It's Carey penalty for Blackpool.
And Bradshaw come on.
Stevenage 1, Crawley 1 still. Still Shrewsbury Town 0, Cambridge 1.
Just needs a bit of a breather. 3 minutes left then for Oxford to hang on here. And there are fans in Leeds and Burnley who would be delighted if that stays the same.
Sheffield United look like losing. Oxford have parked the bus in the box, hit the effing post again. Oh, Roy, it's a good job you're not trying to get into the championship, isn't it?
Again, falls to a Sheffield United man.
It's a good job we're both on the beach.
Will be put out by Oxford. Has it gone out for a throw in? No, it's kept in.
Leyton Orient. Let's go into that. I've not been into this game. Leyton Orient 0, Wigan 0. If there was ever an on the beach game, this one is it. Oh, Wigan had a chance there, but Leyton Orient kicked it out. So Wigan throw-in, dangerous throw-in. Are they going to do it long? We didn't take that back. No, we didn't take that back. It was back post, lol.
Goes downside the box. No complaints from him. But another chance for Oxford, but it was just a bit wasteful.
Wigan. See, Oxford are still running into the box. It looks like Birmingham are well on target to win this, doesn't it? Oh, Wigan nick it back, cross it in, and he gets kicked out. The tussle here. Is anybody going to get a yellow card? No, it's continued. Wigan. They're going again. The second time he decides to stop it and give it a Leyton Orient free kick. Wigan weren't going to let that out of the attacking third. They were just wellying in. But the referee let it go on the first time, but he didn't the second time.
Yeah, and it could be a big goal as well, and it could be curtains for Ipswich. They were a goal up against Wolves until the 72nd minute, but Wolves have scored twice.
Oh, it's Ipswich 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, and Roy's right, Ipswich are going to lose 2-1 at the minute, Roy, so you still could be, you still could get the right score. Leighton Orient, oh no, gate stopped by Wigan. Bit poor of a game that. Charlton 2, Lincoln 2, Exeter 0, Stockport 2. Let's go into the Mansfield game. Huddersfield have a throw-in, quite a dangerous one here. Bacchus actually gets it, and it's 7 minutes injury time as has been held upon the board as Huddersfield have this 90 minutes throw-in.
Extra time. Played the full 90. Oxford 1.
7 minutes extra time, Roy.
Ball comes in looking for the head of Kiefer Moore. It's fallen to Raksaki on the edge of the box, but he's mumbled it under. He's lost track of the ball under his feet.
Don't like Kiefer Moore.
Put it in the back of the net, unfortunately.
It can be brilliant, but he's not been great for Sheffield.
It was a header
Fluffed
by,
it in the box.
Kiefer Moore, then Raksaki just couldn't get it under control. 6 minutes left to go in this game, though. The
does look like Sheffield United are going to lose this one.
And it's just unfortunate Sheffield United.
Oh, Mansfield steal that in their own half. Kick it down the middle to Rhodes. And, give over, Roy. 5! Oh, Huddersfield cut it out at the last minute, and Mansfield there just not quite. Oh, Mansfield nick it back. Aikens, we'll go to the Birmingham game. We'll go to the Birmingham game to finish with that one, shall we? Carlisle scored. How the hell have Carlisle scored? I'm just trying to see whether what Aikens is going to do with this for Mansfield, because we
change things around a little bit at the moment. It looks like his side are going to fall to defeat.
Now it's out onto the right-hand side.
Oh, it's crossed in, but Pearson gets it for Huddersfield. We'll go into that 5-2, for God's sake. Birmingham, 83 minutes. I don't know what's been going on here. 83 minutes. Birmingham 5, Barnsley 2. Alfie May to Djukovic, is it? And he loses it to Roberts. Roberts now for Barnsley. Tries kicking it back down that left side, but Birmingham just tip it out gently for a Barnsley throw-in. But Ipswich. Oh, hang on. Crystal Palace. Let's just wait a second for Crystal Palace. I think it's just getting to the end of the game there. Birmingham now. Oh, loses it in the Birmingham half as well. With Roberts there, kicks it across, but Iwata intercepts that. Runs up 1-2 for Iwata. Gets it back in the middle of the park. Birmingham 5, Barnsley 2. We're on 84 minutes so far. Plenty of time for a goal there. Swansea 1, Derby 0. And Derby, that's going to break the hearts of Derby as Barnsley have a shot. And it's kicked straight back out by Birmingham. Only as far as McCarthy, who kicks it straight back into the box, long and hard. That's all they're doing now, long and hard, trying to get a goal. And I've been told there's a goal at Rotherham. It's Rotherham 2, Blackpool 1. Can we have 2 wins in a row at home for the first time this season? Birmingham into the corner. Sam says cross it. Oh, straight across the goal. How did they not put that one in? And it's crossed straight back in by Birmingham, but Barnsley managed to kick it out. That could have been so easy. 6 had they had somebody on the end of it. And Stevenage, 2 goals in 2 minutes. Dear Lord. Really thought that Stevenage might just be able to be turned over there, but obviously not. I think it's going to be a... And Blackpool have actually had a man sent off. So it's Rotherham 2, 10-man Blackpool 1. Let's have a look at that. Is that a penalty then?
Well, I think Robinson's already on one, isn't he?
No, he didn't get booked early on. No, he had a couple were borderline. The referee gave him a little
Even
bit of
Roy
a
Stagg gets a
That
goal.
was a terrible challenge.
I can't get my bloody thing's not working. Bugger off.
Half of the field, and, clear yellow card for the Sheffield
Sam
United.
Nombe. Oh,
This
no.
afternoon.
Sam Nombe crossed it and Joe Rafferty put it in. Straight after a Beasley red card, so a minute after the red card Rotherham scored.
Fire the cross in, but goes towards the corner flag. 2 minutes left to go in this game then.
Barnsley are making a substitution. I don't know why they're making a substitution. 5-2 down. You're not going anywhere.
It will now be
Even Roy Stagg gets a goal. Oh, dear Lord.
United, by the way, Hull have gone 1-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday are losing 1-0 against Hull City. You heard it there. And Millwall have took the lead against Portsmouth. It's Millwall 2, Portsmouth 1. Bristol City 2, Watford 1. It's still, as you can hear on the watch along, Oxford 1, Sheffield United 0, and Sheffield United do not look like I'm getting there, Roy. I'm getting there. Don't look like doing anything there. Preston. God, Preston 1, Stoke 1 as my television commentary goes a bit awry. It's still QPR 0, Cardiff 0 for some strange reason. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Hull 1, Swansea 1, Derby 0, Birmingham 5, Barnsley 2, 10-man Barnsley 2, Charlton 2-2, Exeter 0-2, Huddersfield 2, Mansfield 1. Barnsley are actually on the attack in their own half now, but they don't look like they're going to get out of it, to be quite honest. They're not going to get out of it. It's ridiculous, this, David. Barnsley just they're trying to keep the ball in their own half, and they just can't do it. It's like just totally ridiculous. Oh, dear Lord. 88 minutes, and it's going to be a corner for Birmingham.
And it will be an important victory at both ends of the table for Oxford United as they take the win.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, don't you dare do that to me. So we got Barnsley down the middle. Lewis is running it down the middle of the pitch. It's finished at Oxford, so it's Oxford, and Birmingham has scored. It's 6. Birmingham, I need 2 hands. 6. Barnsley 2, and it's that was a mistake by Barnsley's and Nwakali. Nwakali lost it there, and gifts it to Birmingham. And Birmingham, well, they're not going to accept. They're not going to turn that one down. It's Birmingham 6, Barnsley 2. Bristol City 2, Watford 1. Crystal Palace, 10-man Crystal Palace still 2-1 up at home to Brighton. It's still Ipswich 1, Wolves 2, coming back there to take the lead. It's now. Oh, what's happened here? 10-man Crystal Palace 2, 10-man Brighton 2, 10-man Brighton 1. So Brighton, they're having a man sent off. Games are starting to finish now. It's West Ham 2, Bournemouth 2. That looks like finishing. It's about to fit. Excuse me. It's about to finish. Millwall 2, Portsmouth 1, and they just couldn't do it there. It's 5 minutes extra time at Birmingham. 5 minutes for another goal, perhaps, at Birmingham. Full time is it at Huddersfield, Roy? Yep, it certainly is. The Huddersfield game has finished. Charlton's now finished 2-2. Who else has finished? Bolton is finished now 1-0 to Bolton. There's some of the League 2 ones. 98 minutes at Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes 0, Barrow 3. Fleetwood 0, Swindon 3, 86 minutes. Colchester 1, Notts County 0, 96 minutes. Carlisle 3, Newport County 2. 92 minutes, and that was the game that started with two goals in 2 minutes. For Birmingham had a good chance of crossing that one for Notts County, but they've got it back. And Birmingham, can they get a seventh? They crossed it in, and Flavel managed to get that for Barnsley. Otherwise, that could have been 7. And they're just ridiculous. This, isn't it? Absolute trouncing. We deserve more, to be fair. That was a game, Roy, where both teams didn't look like they wanted to lose it. And then as soon as Huddersfield scored, Mansfield decided to try and play football. And it was like, but you're behind now. Strange one, very strange one. I think you're right. They deserve more, because when they were both quite even up to that point when Huddersfield scored. And like I say, when they scored, it was like, oh well, we've got to just. Oh, Swindon now just scored 4. Fleetwood, poor lad, he's going to be hating this game. Fleetwood 0, Swindon 4. That should be, yes, that's the end of the game at Rotherham. Rotherham 2, Blackpool 1. That's a finishing scoreline. It's finished Colchester 1, Notts County 0. I'm just waiting for this game. I'm going to this one as it's a Barnsley, dangerous Barnsley throw-in. Can they get 3? Don't bank on it. Trying to get into the Carlisle game as Newport County defending. Still got a couple of minutes at Birmingham. Goal kick to Newport. Few seconds there. Alfie May, Leonard for Birmingham. Notts County about to kick it out. Djukovic. Oh, Djukovic loses it to Keeler Dunn. What's he doing? Giving it to him. And Keeler Dunn's trying to get past the defence. Manages to give it to J-Lo in the right corner. Russell trying to play it into the box, but Birmingham are just... It's too staunch, that defence. They just can't do it. Russell, J-Lo, back to McCarthy. Offside for Notts Newport County. Full time at Carlisle. Carlisle 3, Newport County 2. We'll have a look at that bottom of the League 2 actually in a minute. Nwakali, Roberts, Barnsley comes across by, oh my God, Lembekisa, shot on goal, but also manages to save it, and Barnsley wanted to get a 3rd goal there, but Birmingham weren't going to let it. Royce, I hit the post, crossbar. I know, you don't get points for it. No, you don't. Sorry, Roy, we can't give you half a point for hitting the bar multiple times. Bromley 4, Accrington 0. Bromley are now in the attack. They've got about 10 seconds left there. Keeler Dunn, can they do anything with the last 30 seconds of the game, Barnsley? Let's see if they can. Lewis, it's going to be one of the last games to finish this. Oh, they couldn't get it, and it's a Birmingham throw-in. All Birmingham need to do now is just saunter along. Birmingham 6, Barnsley 0. 8 goals in this game. Absolutely manic. And Birmingham came alive in the second half. I don't know if... I can't believe Rotherham have won again, David. I really can't. But new manager bounce. And our last manager, I don't know whether you heard it, but our last manager actually only used to have the team training 15 to 20 minutes a week. He didn't take them on the training field. They did no training all season. It's weird, isn't it? Your team loses every week, and the manager's not training them on the training field. Who would have thought that? Full time at Birmingham. Birmingham 6, Barnsley 2. Let's take a look now. We're going to go back. I think there's still 5 minutes at the Fleetwood one. Fleetwood 0, Swindon 2. Still another 5 minutes there. But we will quit this and we will go into our scores for today. Here we go, guys. We'll we'll start with the Premier League. David will be interested in this because in 2 seasons' time, they're going to be up here, aren't they? So let's go to the scores. Let's go into the Premier League just to have a quick look at it. Crystal Palace was... I know, because there's reds on both sides. It's amazing. I'm going to the Premier League now, so it's going to be... in fact, Palace is still playing. It's Everton 1, Arsenal 1. That's a shock one to me. Everton, they're certainly one of the teams you would expect to be trounced. 14 shots to Arsenal, 5 to Everton, 1-1. You know, Arsenal's finishing just isn't good. They said they need a striker. They really do need a striker, don't they? They get the shots, but they're not clinical enough. They've not got an out-and-out striker. They've got some very good goal scorers, but not physical strikers. Ipswich 1, Wolves 2, West Ham 2, Bournemouth 2. Tonight it's Villa and Forest. We'll go to Palace 1. Oh my God, it's red and white wizard here, isn't it? Palace 2, 8-man, 9-man Palace 2, Brighton 1. So we had, let's have a look at this. Nketiah sent off for Palace on 78. Gueye sent off for Palace on 90. And Jan-Paul van Heck sent off for Brighton on 90 plus 6. Absolutely astonishing, isn't it? Absolutely astonishing. 103rd minute they're playing. Yeah, I think Rotherham are safe. We're going to make a run to try and get 6th place and into the playoffs. No, don't forget that one. Don't clip that one. So let's have a look at what the table. They've just finished with that game. Let's have a look at the table. So Liverpool in first, 73. Arsenal second, 62. It has to be over that, doesn't it? They've played one game more as well. Forest in third with 57, and Chelsea in fourth with 52. Manchester City in fifth, Newcastle in sixth. Down at the bottom we have Wolves in 17th, 32 points. Now they're 12 points ahead of Ipswich. Ipswich in 18th, 20 points. Game over, season over. Ipswich, Leicester and Southampton are relegated. There ain't no way out for those three. 12 points behind Ipswich now. 31 games. Not a hope. Unless you think otherwise. Then we go to the Championship. Let's go through the Championship scores. Coventry 1, Burnley 2. Yeah, I would have expected that. Luton Town 1, Leeds 1. Absolutely no chance of thought. Didn't think that one whatsoever. Bristol City 2, Watford 1. Millwall 2, Portsmouth 1. Millwall going to the lead and then retaking the lead. Oxford 1, Sheffield United 0. And I said after watching, Sheffield United were average. Certainly not Premier League class. And I said Oxford could nick this one. They could go ahead, and they did. And yeah, good on them. They managed to knock 3 points away from Sheffield United. Plymouth 2, Norwich 1. I did say, now they went behind, and I'm thinking, yeah, Norwich City have been playing pretty poor. And I thought they might get back, but I can't really see it. Plymouth went 2-0 up, and Norwich managed to get a goal, but you know they're playing pretty poor. Norwich City. I don't know what's happened to them. Preston 1, Stoke 1, QPR 0, Cardiff 0. I'm surprised at that because in the second half, both teams did seem to pick the pace up, especially Cardiff. Sheffield Wednesday, the Owls 0, or Pigs, and Oink, and Hull City 1, Swansea 1, Derby 0. Let's have a look at their table. Burnley first with 84 points. Sheffield United second with 83 points. Leeds third now. Ooh, that's going to hurt, with 82 points. Sunderland now fourth with 75 points. They're not out of that. They really aren't. I think, a couple of defeats for those top three and Sunderland will be suddenly biting at their heels. Borough in fifth on 60. Bristol City in sixth with 60. Realistically, you've got Coventry and West Brom then on 59 and 57. I think Millwall are pretty much out of it, 54 points in ninth. The bottom three are Cardiff, Luton and Plymouth on 41, 39 and 37. However, Cardiff are 22nd on 41 points, goal difference of minus 20. Derby County are 21st on goal difference, 41 points, minus 10. 10 goal difference with 6 games to go. 6 games to go. That's going to be interesting. They should be able to stay ahead on the goal difference. It could be on goal difference, this one, couldn't it? Stoke City 43 points, Hull City 44. Can't help but think that it's going to be one of Hull City, Stoke City, well, two of Hull City, Stoke City, Derby or Cardiff. I think Cardiff are my favourites to go down there because of the goal difference. The others have got pretty good goal difference, but we'll see. And we're back into the league that most of us are looking for. Let's have a look here. Reading 1, Wickham 0, Wrexham 3, Burton 0. Burton there, I think, ruining their chances. Birmingham 6, Barnsley 2. Oh dear. Bolton 1, Bristol Rovers 0, Charlton 2, Lincoln 2. Charlton really didn't need to lose points. They were doing so well. But I've been saying that the statistics of Lincoln outshine where they are. They're actually statistically and physically playing better football than what they get in results. It's really ridiculous. They draw there 2-2 away at Charlton. Exeter 0, Stockport 2, Huddersfield 2, Mansfield 1, Orient 0, Wigan 0, Peterborough 0, Northampton 4. New manager bounce continues. Rotherham United 2, Blackpool 1, Shrewsbury 0, Cambridge 1, and Stevenage 3. Poor old Crawley. They've been playing so well as well. They get 1. Let's have a look at that. We'll look at the top of the table, and I think there must be. I mean, how many out there? It's Birmingham in first, 92 points. It's how many? They're going to get above 100. It's just a case of how far. Come on, David. How many points are you going to reckon they're going to get? 115, 116. I reckon it's going to be about 115. Wrexham in second on 81. In third, we have Wickham on 75. At the minute, there's it's 46 games, isn't it? So 6 games, 6, 12, 18. 18 points onto that is what? Oh, God. 75, 85, 95, 94, 93. Oh, they can still be caught. Birmingham can still be caught. By 1 point. Not very bloody likely, is it? So third, Wickham on 75. Fourth, Stockport County 74. Charlton fifth, 73. Then it's a case of who's going to be sixth, because those are going to be the top five. Sixth place, Bolton at the minute, 66. Seventh, Reading, who've been given they've been given the allowance to play now till the end of the season. So they've got until the end of the season to sell the club. Some people in my chats have been, in my videos have been saying, financial, kick them out. It's not financial. This is all totally about the guy who owns the club being unfit to own a business such as a football club. So, it's a difficult one, because if they get kicked out of the league, it's not like the usual things like Rotherham and Portsmouth and that who go into liquidation. It's purely because some guy wants to own a football club and he doesn't deserve to. Some people would say Chansiri of Sheffield Wednesday is the same. Again, he's not paid his wages for the last month. Underneath them, we have Huddersfield on 8th on 64. So they're still 2 points behind 6th place. So 6th place is 66. You can probably go down to Orient and even Blackpool still, both on 60 points. They could probably make up 6 points. Yeah, just about. I think below that, everybody else is on the beach. Lincoln, Barnsley, Stevenage, Rotherham, Peterborough, Exeter. I think Mansfield really need one more win to be pretty safe. 107, do you reckon? That'd be interesting. I think they might finish a bit above that. Yeah, I was thinking. I don't know what the. What's the record? God, I bet you David Chamberlain will know. What's the record for the League One points? They must be going above the record. At the bottom, we have in 24th, Shrewsbury Town, 29 points. Cambridge United, 23rd with 35 points. Crawley Town still in 22nd, 36 points. Burton Albion in 21st with 39. But only 3 points ahead of them, we have Bristol Rovers now, 20th on 42. And 6 points above them, they then have Wigan on 45. So at the minute, it's looking like everybody's got their eyes on Bristol Rovers, haven't they? And can anyone make the gap? At the minute, Burton keep having the occasional win. Crawley are playing really good football, but not quite getting enough wins. I think it's going to be the four down at the bottom. I think it's going to be Burton, Crawley, Cambridge and Shrewsbury. But for me, the only team out of there that's playing any decent football is Crawley. Can they make 6 points on Bristol Rovers? I doubt it. There's only 5 games left for Crawley. I think it's over and done with at the bottom, and we've got a lot of teams on the beach. So Rotherham United can get out their suntan oil, their beach kit. I think Mansfield probably can as well. To be quite honest, I don't think anybody's going to get up to 47 points. Wigan would have to lose every single game till the end of the season. It's pretty much done and dusted. Let's just have a quick. I will have a quick look just for if you're interested in League Two. We will go through Cheltenham 0, Doncaster 2, Walsall 2, Port Vale 3. What a game! The other interesting game, I think Roy was mentioning this one. Tranmere 4, Chesterfield 0. Wimbledon 1, Harrogate 0, Bradford 2, Crewe 0, all the goals in the first half there. Bromley 4, Accrington 0, Carlisle 3, Newport 2. Let's have a quick look at that, the league for that. Colchester 1, Notts County 0, Fleetwood 0, Swindon 4. Defeat at home there, and they're usually quite good at home. Grimsby 3, Morecambe 1. Morecambe thought it might get a point there, but they didn't. Fake Milton Keynes Dons 0, Barrow 3, Salford 2, Gillingham 2, and let's go for the final table. It's Bradford in first, 73 points. Did well at the beginning, not so good in the middle, charged up in the last few games. Port Vale second on goal difference by 6 goals on 73 points. Third is Walsall, 72. Fourth is Doncaster on 70. Fifth is Wimbledon on 68. Sixth is Notts County on 68. Finishing the top there, we have Grimsby in 7th on 65. Then you drop 3 points to 8th place Colchester on 62. And then Crewe on 61. Then there's another 3 points gap to Chesterfield. At the bottom, we have Carlisle on 34 points. Morecambe on 36. Can they get off the bottom, we ask? I've said this a couple of games ago. I don't know if Roy remembers. But I've been saying that Carlisle have actually been playing some damn good football for where they are. You wouldn't expect them to be on the bottom. And they've actually looked like getting points when they haven't. Morecambe, they just don't seem to have changed at all in the last few couple of months. Accrington Stanley don't look like doing much, to be quite honest, but they do get points, as we've seen. 42 points. So 34, 36, Accrington 42, Tranmere 43, Harrogate 45, Milton Keynes Dons 46. We can wipe Milton Keynes out as a possibility. 36 points. Where can they get to? Probably somewhere around 40, 41. I think it's realistically Carlisle and Morecambe. You might drag Accrington into it, but I very much doubt. So it looks like the relegation places for League Two are pretty much sorted. I think the relegation places for League One are pretty much sorted. It's just the Championship, really. The Championship one's going to be very, very difficult. Wolves 104 points with it. Wow. No, it's been so long since we had all these big teams down there. I don't even remember Wolves being in it. I remember Manchester City being in it and Chelsea, but I don't remember Wolves. It's one more weekend. I hope you've enjoyed it. We will be back next week. Watch out for the predictions video. Do share it. Do try and get people to watch it. That's where I get all my hours from. Have a nice day. Mark Hughes, quality manager. Just came in too late. Evans for. Yeah, and we've been saying for so bloody long. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. We need to get rid of him. But he was friends with the owner, Tony Stewart. Had he gone by Christmas, Rotherham will be pushing player. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we all said that. If we'd have got rid of him earlier, we'd have had a chance. Those players can play football, but apparently we now know that he wasn't trained. They weren't doing it. They were doing 15 to 20 minutes training every week. I mean, how the hell can you have a League One side when they're paid like thousands of pounds a week? Not a great amount because they're at Rotherham, but it's still a hell of a lot of money. And you only train them 15, 20 minutes a week. And the newspaper says, following them down there, and then 15 minutes later they're off. Next week. I think what? And I totally, I think the reporter there, Paul Davis, did an absolutely amazing piece, and he'd obviously written it while Steve Evans was still there, and he's written it. And as soon as the minute he got sacked, he published this piece of this bit of news that he'd written. And he obviously had it on his desk all this time, saying, 15, 20 minutes of training and how he was hacking into the players in the back room after the game and dragging them all down and telling them how bad they were. He's an absolute toxic Manny that you'd ever heard. And the last time he said that, the last time Evans was in, Evans actually banned him from the stadium. In fact, he banned all news from the stadium last time. I'm surprised he didn't this time. So next season we're gonna have to be a damn sight better, and hopefully we won't get rid of managers halfway through, because we've been going through managers like bloody dose of salts. And I hope that Lee Gregory stays with Mansfield. That'll be nice to see, because that's really where Mansfield's season just went down, didn't it? It really did. Hopefully is back fit and back to his usual scoring self. And next season it's going to be a very interesting season, because I'm thinking Birmingham and Wrexham. Although Wrexham keep juddering a little bit. I can't, now that Charlton failed to get all 3 points, I think, yeah, it's now over. Had Charlton actually won today, I would have been thinking they may just push Wrexham right to the last couple of games, because there is actually a game in a couple of weeks' time, Wrexham versus Charlton, and I was thinking that could be the game to watch. I think it's 3 from the end. That could actually be a really good 6-pointer, but Wrexham won. They didn't. No. So thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe. I know you're both subscribed. Please do share the prediction video when it comes out to everybody and all as sundry. And I'll see you next week, and we'll do another live stream at 3 o'clock. And it's goodbye from John S.'s Sports Channel. Have a nice weekend, and I think we can all sort of enjoy the weekend. Mansfield are basically on the beach. Rotherham are on the beach. Birmingham are going up. Have a nice weekend, and don't get too drunk. Thank you for watching.